Cyclone Joker!
After the announcement of the now airing mystery action anime Fuuto Pi, many new fans are welcomed into the Kamen Rider community. But did you know that the manga the anime is based on has a prequel season from 2010 that freaking rocks? That's right, our detective duo, the hard-boiled Joker Shotaro and the egg-headed eccentric Philip, have had plenty of adventures prior to the anime. Fuuto Pi is based on the hit Japanese tokusatsu show Kamen Rider W, and with a whopping 49 episodes, a handful of movies, and cameo appearances, newbies to the series may be intimidated by all the lingo and plot details they need. Fear not, viewers. If you want a little primer before you watch or just a refresher on some details, I created this helpful guide to help you get into Fuuto Pi. Now, count up your sins and let's dive into Fuuto Pi and Kamen Rider W. In the gusty town of Fuuto, the wind carries misfortune, hope, and mystery. Half of our hero, Hidari Shotaro, knows the streets of this town like the back of his hand, helping and protecting those in need, no matter how big or small. With the help of his intelligent cohort Philip, they solve case after case, and occasionally resort to busting face after face. Crime in Fuuto mainly consists of people wreaking havoc on the public with the help of Gaia memories, small devices that contain the knowledge of the Earth. Once you plug one into your body, you turn into a monster called a dopant, with powers beyond your wildest imaginations. Luckily, Shotaro and Philip dealt with an organization called Museum in the past that sold memories to the populace, so if Gaia memories are involved, they're on the case. With an evil plan to survive extinction through nefarious means, Museum was infiltrated by Sokichi Narumi, Shotaro's old boss and mentor. And after freeing a young Philip from imprisonment, he sacrifices himself to ensure the safety of our two heroes. Being pushed into a corner by a museum general and masquerade soldiers, the two boys make a deal with each other and the devil that change their lives forever. Ever since the events of what they call Begins Night, Philip gained the ability to tap into the Gaia library, allowing him to search specific keywords to ultimately find anything he wants to know. Using that power, Shotaro and Philip vowed to take down Museum and the dopants that plague Fuuto to this day. Gaia memories aren't all bad though. Using a device called the Double Driver, Shotaro and Philip can communicate telepathically and tap into the knowledge of the Earth by plugging in memories to either one of the driver's slots. With Philip using the power of the Cyclone memory and Shotaro using the Joker memory, the two can combine their power into a single body. They can become Kamen Rider W. The name Kamen Rider comes from the original 1971 series Kamen Rider, meaning Masked Rider, a hero shrouded in mystery who fights for the protection of their core values. And sometimes on a motorcycle. Double is special in this case, since unlike past riders, they have two minds in one body. They can strategize and change forms with the help of other memories, or use their drivers to deal the final blow with a well-placed rider kick. But what good is a detective without an agency? Narumi Detective Agency. Named after its owner and boss, the loudmouthed newlywed daughter of Sokichi, Akiko. Beginning the show at age 20, her youth and charm sometimes get the better of her. But that energy is what gives her the drive to help her clients. Like father, like daughter, her sense of justice can lead her to deal with the problem herself, stumbling into trouble. She may be hot-headed, but she always puts her clients' cases first. She also is always equipped with a cadre of different rubber slippers for hitting people in the head when they do wrong. She really likes hitting people with rubber slippers. She does it a lot. Other than Philip and Shotaro though, if Gaia memories are involved, you know the Fuuto police is their investigator on the job. Enter Akiko's husband, Terui Ryu. Originally a rival to Shotaro, Terui is observant, hot-headed, and hates being asked questions. After a dopant with a cool ability kills his family, Terui devotes his life to finding their murderer and putting an end to their crimes. Of course, Akiko also takes a liking to him, and they end up getting married after the end of the live-action show. He also has some other secrets hidden up his sleeves, but I'll let you watch and find those out for yourselves.
Something tells me he might be a Kamen Rider.
Him? Shin?
For fans of Kamen Rider W, Fuuto is as much a character as the show's namesake. Adorned with windmobiles and fans, the town's blowing winds are ever present. The streets and stories being told are peppered with familiar faces that are always willing to lend a hand to the gang whenever they need it. Already, we've seen a few returning fan favorite side characters in Fuuto Pi, like Watcherman, pop star diva duo Queen and Elizabeth, Santa-chan, and even past dopants like Lily. With even more old faces slated to return in the anime adaptation, fans watching the new season may find it's a lot like seeing an old friend. And when a setting leaves an impression on you like that, it's no wonder we're returning for more. Fuuto is filled to the brim with mystery, action, and adventure, whether you're watching the anime adaptation or enjoying the live-action season. But with more eyes on Kamen Rider now than ever, some vocal members in the Kamen Rider community insist that new fans watch the original series before watching Fuuto Pi. And that brings up a good question. Do you have to watch Kamen Rider W before you watch Fuuto Pi? No. If Kamen Rider W looks interesting to you, and you want to see what all the hubbub behind tokusatsu is, then yes, please do yourself a favor and find a way to start watching Kamen Rider. If you aren't really into real people with belts and bikes kicking the crap out of each other, that's fine too. That makes me even more excited for you to watch Fuuto Pi. And even though the original TV show and most Kamen Rider seasons are geared towards kids and young teens, this season of Fuuto Pi is definitely more geared toward teens than adults. Although I will say, the original series did have its fair share of nudity. We're only in the first few weeks of release, but I think it's safe to say that Fuuto Pi is looking to be one of this season's anime hits, whether new fans like it or not. I, for one, love the presentation of the first 2 episodes, and I can't wait to see more of the drama and mystery unfold. Hopefully I answered some obvious questions you were afraid to ask, or maybe got you a little excited about my favorite thing in the world right now. Either way, please check out Fuuto Pi on Crunchyroll. And if you want to check out Kamen Rider W, you can watch the first 2 episodes on Toei Tokusatsu's official YouTube page. If you want more than that, well, Google it. Thanks for watching, and if you're already a fan of Kamen Rider, leave a comment and talk about your journey into the world of Tokusatsu. Or if you're not, talk about what you like about Fuuto Pi so far. And remember, the best way to find out when I release something is by subscribing. My schedule's kind of wild and I don't really know what I want to make, but when I want to make something, it's best you're subscribed so you see it when I release it. I'll see you next time. Ciao!